Hello, and welcome to the Admittedly podcast. My name is Thomas Caleel. I'm the former director of MBA admissions and financial aid for my alma mater, the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. In this podcast, I don't promise easy answers or quick fixes, but I will use my decades of experience to help you achieve your education goals. Now let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the Admittedly podcast. I'm your host, Thomas Caleel, and today's question of the week has to do with major selection. This is something we're getting a lot of questions about right now. How do I choose a major? What major should I choose? Should I pick a major that is less popular, more popular? What we want to do is we want to start by stepping back and saying there are actually people reading this application. These people are smart, and these people are admissions professionals. In some cases, they will have been doing this job for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. When I worked at Wharton, I had admissions officers, associate directors, senior associate directors, who in some cases had been in the office for over 20 years. And when you do this year in, year out for years or decades, you've seen everything. And it's very unlikely that you are going to fool this experienced professional. And so I really caution people, don't major shop. It's so obvious. Don't apply as a journalism major if you have not been deeply involved in journalism. You can see right through it. And yes, you can do something, between your junior and senior year. You can go take a course somewhere, or you can sign up for the school newspaper. But the reality is that when they judge you against the other applicants for that major who have put in years of work and for whom it is a passion, and where their recommenders are talking about their love of writing, their love of journalism, their quest for the truth, you're going to fall very short. So it is absolutely much better for you to really step forward and boldly declare, this is what I love. Now, some students will say, okay, well, I want to go into computer science. Computer science is probably, along with business, the most competitive major right now. And so I want to look at something a little bit computer science adjacent, data analysis, data science, things like that. Certainly, I think that's an option. It's an option if it's something that really interests you. And if you can show, hey, look, you can even say, look, I used to be interested, I originally was interested in just straight up programming, computer science. I did hackathons, was in a computer science club, but I brushed up against this concept of like big data. And I realized that the ability to use computer science to aggregate and analyze and extract meaning from data, that really resonated for me. That was really interesting. And if you can show that path, right? Or computer science, I took this biology course and I realized, oh my gosh, like I love the fact that biology deals with human systems, or organic systems. And those systems really resonate with me. I see them as like lines of computer code. And so I would like to get into bioengineering because, I realized that I love programming, but I also love biology. And so this is a way for me to marry those two things and do something creative and unique with it. So you're not going to outsmart the admissions officers is the big lesson here. In many cases, you can change your major when you get admitted, when you get into university. That's part of the joy of university, is going there, expanding your mind and finding these new ways and pathways to satisfy your intellectual curiosity. But being disingenuous will usually backfire spectacularly on you, and it's not something that I recommend at all. Good luck on your applications this fall.
Thank you for joining us today. Please take a moment to subscribe to the Admittedly podcast and download this episode. I welcome you to share your thoughts and questions with me. You can find us on social media @Admittedly Podcast. I look forward to continuing